TIL The Man vs. Horse Marathon, which has been running yearly since 1980, has only been won by a human 3 times, in 2004, 2007 and 2022. In all other years, a horse won. I always thought we should make the runners carry a bit of weight. It's not much, just like a 10 pounds backpack as others have noted, but also hold it in a variety of environments and distances. Humans are excellent distance runners, but most especially in hot climates, so whales probably favors horses. Also, make it a true marathon, or vary the distances to see if results change. This 22-mile distance instead of 26.2 likely also favors the horses. When I was 29, a couple little kids on a horse challenged me to a 2-mile race up and down hills in the Panamanian countryside. I'm proud to say I kicked that horse's ass. I was totally winded and my legs were super heavy afterwards, but everyone around knew I beat a horse in a foot race and they all thought I must be the fastest man alive. I was not. The horse was very slow and had a hard time on the uphill sections. Huge fucking caveat. The horses are mandated to get breaks for vet checks. These break times are deducted from the overall time it takes them to finish the race. In other words, their breaks are free uncounted time. Humans do not get free breaks. If you stop jogging to rest, the clock keeps ticking for the human. Wildly unfair comparison. Humans are the better long-distance runners. It's interesting that even though the horses keep winning, most of the races are very close. I saw 1 or 2 years where a horse beat the fastest human by a matter of seconds, and a gap of just a few minutes is quite common. Makes me wonder what the results would be if the course was a few miles longer or shorter, for that matter. How do the horse times vary so much? I don't understand how the horses can run the race in 1:20:00 some years and over 2:30:00 some years. The speed of horses shouldn't have changed by that much, especially getting slower. This seems like it has to be a very poorly and inconsistently organized and times event. Curious, I was taught that man as a hunter was able to outrun most animals in endurance races. If I remember correctly, it was because we were able to sweat and thus didn't overheat. I was always informed that this did not apply to sprints or short distances. It's a short marathon, 22 miles, for the horses to have a chance. Humans use way less energy, running, than a horse does. If a horse ran 26 miles in a row, no stops, it would die. At first my eyes read man versus house race, not horse, and I got really concerned when it said that man had only won 3 times. Then my eyes read the second horse properly and I relaxed again. Yeah, but they subtract the horse's rest health check time at the end, so it's kinda skewed toward them. It's supposed to be an endurance race, so taking that time off seems lame to me. Guys, stop! You can't outrun a horse! No! Not even over X amount of miles. We don't need to be the best long distance runners. We're already the smartest. We won. Stop. I listened to that episode of Radiolab today too on the way to see Oppenheimer at the IMAX. Episode starts off, "Why is my butt so big?" Ends with the man versus horse race. Yet humans are the best distance runners. There are African tribes that still hunt by running down their prey, over the course of days sometimes. Ricky Lightfoot won in 2022 with a heavy feat. Also, there was no race in 2020 and 2021. So not yearly since 1980. Only been won by a human 3 times. Kinda surprised it's been won by a human even once. Does a horse win a golden basket of apples and carrots? They should win something nice. What times do the people put in? Can't see any top tier athletes running these events. Quick outrun the pandemic, leave it in 2021. Human transforms into Usain Bolt. Please listen to the Radiolab podcast episode about it. It's a fantastic listen. Must have been bad news bears horses for the horses during those 3 years. I see man versus horse and I think of something totally different. Horse, eggplant, raising one hand. Mr. Hands taught me that horse always wins the battle of man versus horse. Glad the title clarified that the horses won when the human didn't. Only, how have any humans won at all? That's the real story. The race must have changed in 2000 cause those times do not match. Sure, but we've got the man versus horse spelling bee in the bag. This sounds like something that would be on TLC for some reason. Radiolab did an episode on this and it was super interesting. Surely they don't do drug tests to humans, right? Looks like some are nominated determinism for the 2022 winner. Till there is such a thing as a man versus horse marathon. That's not fair. The human should carry a horse too. Now it just comes down to who's the better cyclist. It's not fair if the human isn't carrying a horse.